And we're starting. Hello. I'm the Rookie Critic.
I knew you were going to do that, too.
Yeah, I'm not in super podcast mode. I think I even titled this just not talking about Captain Marvel stream.
Not a Captain Marvel stream.
And that's not the topic. That's not the topic. But this is the first time that I've had, as far as like, I think this is the first time I've had you on my channel, Miss. So, and just for people that might not recognize you on here if they rewatch this or anything, I want to tell them a little bit about yourself.
Me?
Yeah. No, the other you, of course.
I am Miss Sarcastic Nerd on Twitter, but all of you can call me Miss. There's only 5 of you, but still, and I'm pretty sure all of them are everybody on this channel. But I'm trying to do a thing right now, and it's not going well, but hopefully it will pick up eventually.
You got a video you're working on?
I'm working on it. I hate the audio. I keep re-recording the audio, and it sounds awful every time.
See, I know what you mean with that, because sometimes I do my audio, and I'm like, oh my god, that's atrocious. But you just got to get it out there, because you'll notice too that other people have way worse audio than you. So then you'll feel okay, and then go, if that video had that bad audio, and that video has over 50 views or something, then screw it.
Set the bar really low for yourself.
And this way, 5 months from now, you can go, look at how I was back in those days. Now I'm a genius, sipping tea and crumpets and something.
Yeah, I keep trying to make it like this amazing video, but I'm getting more depressed because I can't get it to look like how I picture it, with like the horns and the lights.
Even more reason why you need to get it done and just be like, that's good enough. And then afterward you can reflect, and then that's how you improve big time. Trust me.
Oh man, my audio sounds terrible in car, because I don't have like a screen over my mic, so all the P's, you hear the wind thump, and so I like holding my mic. I don't know why. I just like doing that.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
So
I was like, hey everybody, I'm in the club tonight. All right. So
yeah, pretty much.
How's everybody doing? Chicago? Yeah. All right. Boom.
Reliving a dream of wanting to be a DJ. Yeah. In my living room.
I get that vibe. I get that vibe. That's good. Yeah, if you guys look at my older videos, my first 40, like I did a bunch of skits, and my god, the audio is horrible. I'm like in my kitchen area, and it's like echoey noises, like hey, every time I say a word or something. But I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, and then
the banana one was kind of
and that one doesn't count as quality. That's not quality at all. That was me.
I couldn't believe I watched it twice. I sat here and watched your eating a banana twice.
I love that. You watched it once and was like, I need a little more. I need that again. I need to see this again. I didn't catch everything. I needed that one more time.
Yeah.
But speaking of so hold on. Before I was gonna say this. So I made Mary watch the movie Deep in the Valley.
Oh god.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you guys ever heard of the movie Deep in the Valley?
I haven't.
What about you, Sith?
Nah.
Drunk?
I have not.
These were the expected answers I expected, because nobody's ever seen it. I think Mary was the first one I made watch it. I told Angus to watch it, so hopefully he watched it by now. I doubt that he did, but he might. It stars Chris Pratt, like 2009, like right around when he just started Parks and Recs and before he was super famous and whatnot. And it's basically about him and a buddy. They get a vintage porn booth and travel into a porn dimension, Bill and Ted style. And all the people in the world act as if they're like exaggerated, like porn characters. Like, like freeze, frisk him, Brittany. And it's like, just like that's what they have to interact with. And I'm going to show you just a few shots of it, or like the cover, so you can see what I mean in a sec. But I'm going to address the chat real quick.
Sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah, see, nobody's heard of this. I saw it when it was on Netflix. It was on Netflix streaming in 2011. And that was when I first got it. And I was in high school. And I'm like, this is kind of weird. But the cover stood out because there's 5 ladies looking pretty good. And I'm like, I'll watch whatever's on here. Netflix, who cares? And I was in high school, so can't blame me. And, oh, my God. I did not think I'd like it. It wasn't, like, super hilarious, but it was funny. But I'll address the chat real quick, and then I'll get back to that. We got General Katarn in the chat. What's up, buddy? Got proper Jeremy. Darth Tico. Darth Tico is hopefully going to be starting up his channel pretty soon. He said he was going to work on it after he finishes school or something. And we got the Price is Right review. Price is Right review. I'm going to try to have you on as a guest early April. I'm going to have you and a few other new YouTubers on. I found quite a few of you now. Geoff TheIronWolf's in the chat. What's up? I want him to have just a howling intro, just an intro of wolves howling before his videos start. Oh, it's the Iron Wolf. I have him in his truck, bumpy or something. And then, yeah, all right, everybody, let me tell you how it is. That's how I picture him. And then we got Eric Hyuga. I never know how to pronounce his name, but he's a more comic guy. And we got Rev Kev. What's up? We got Drunk 3PO, as he's also in the panel. Mary, I'm skipping yours. Just kidding.
I figured. It's cool.
That's good. Yep. And yep. And then he says, make Chris Pratt Indiana Jones. I mean, I could see that, but I never really cared about Indiana Jones. I liked the movies, but didn't really. I was never attached. I was never attached. I liked them, but I was never attached to the films. So
Chris Pratt would be as Indiana Jones. Chris Pratt would just be Chris Pratt. He wouldn't be Indiana Jones.
I bet he could do a decent Indiana Jones.
Oh, I mean, I think he would have to play a different Indiana Jones.
I don't know.
I would want to see the same.
I mean, I feel like he just cracked more jokes, and I don't know. Like I feel like with the Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, like he's trying to do stuff, and just so happens to be funny with the people he interacts with, kind of in the situation.
I think a movie like that would be a good experience if you went in knowing, okay, it's not going to be Harrison Ford. It's not going to be anything like Harrison Ford.
I don't know. After Jurassic World 2, I don't know. I mean, that lava scene where he's like limping around was so cringy to me. But then again, he's cool in Guardians. But anyway, back to Deep in the Valley, the porn comedy that everybody is on the edge of their seats waiting for right now. Where is it? So this is one of the covers. What's funny? So I'm gonna do a review for this within the next week. I already got it recorded. I just need to edit it, and it'll be good. Now, this is not the cover that I even have. This schoolgirl chick right here isn't even in the movie at all. Instead, on mine, it's the sexy cop that stops them when they land in porn world. And
unrated version too.
Honestly, I watched the unrated version. It really wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They have a TV version where they have the shots where they have their tops off, but they're wearing their clothes for TV, I suppose, is the only difference. Because other than that, there's some curse words and topless women. That's the only porn-related actual thing that's in there. But what do you guys think, first impression, seeing the cover?
I mean, I'm out of it. I saw the movie, so. I
mean, it's like Sith. Are you asleep?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes. I'll let you know.
Okay, you'll be done then.
Just don't leave the big crowd.
Drunk, do you need 5?
No, it looks like typical like a typical boob movie.
Yeah, like my thoughts were it's like American Pie or something. Was
right, like raunchy sex comedy.
But it's not even as I'd say American Pie is way raunchier. There's way more sexual stuff in American Pie. This isn't. Even though it's about them being in the porn world, it's not that much.
Yeah, it's just kind of a dumb flick.
Yeah, you see, do you recognize this chick right here? The one in the blue? That is Kim Kardashian as a bouncer to a club.
She's barely in it.
Yeah, and then Denise Richards in the front.
She's in it.
Is the sorority mom. That's Chris Pratt up here.
I couldn't even recognize them.
That's Chris Pratt up here. If you need to see more, that's younger Chris Pratt before he was famous.
Or cute.
Is this weird? Like Kardashian looked like her face was photoshopped onto someone else's body.
That's just how her face looks in general. So,
okay.
Or at least mostly. But so there's that cover, and then there's one more image I was going to show, and just I have pictures for my review, so I'm not trying to show everything. But okay, so this will be an example of basically the level that it is. It's not like anything super, revealing or anything. It's safe basically for everyone, but it's like, all right, this is basically the level you get here, except for sometimes those are off. And that's like the level of the majority. And if anything, it's just a joke. It's like a parody. It's like just making fun of it. It is hilarious. It is hilarious. And everybody, I'm gonna do a watch party soon, and it's on Amazon.
I like how it's kind of like in a white picket fence neighborhood.
Yeah.
Why is there a blue arrow pointing at that one girl?
I have no idea. It's
Really? You noticed the arrow?
nothing. See, what would have been funny is if there was like murderers or dead bodies in the background, in the very back. Somebody's hanging themselves. It's like, oh, yeah, look at all
Is
these
it a bouncy castle in the way back?
Yes. Because they're in the that's just how it is in their world.
There's like a woman laying in the street in the back.
On the sidewalk, but you know.
But I mean, yeah, it just seems a little out of place.
This is when they're having their wet T-shirt contest, of course, you know, and that to say who's wetter, and whatever. And it's basically like Chris Pratt and the guy they go into this world and they're seeing this like, what the hell? And one of the guys about to get married, and Chris Pratt's the obsessed one with this stuff. So you can kind of see it's a classic type of buddy comedy thing that they would do, but that's what they do. And I'll show you the Chris Pratt image of him in there. So this will probably be what gets people to go, oh yeah, Chris Pratt. Okay, I could see this. In my mind, I'm like, Star-Lord, he had a long journey to get where he is today with it. That's Chris Pratt before his prime.
Way before his prime, really.
His hair is awful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a complete schlub in this movie.
And he's like, Rod Cannon, the long schlong of the law or something. I don't know.
I wonder if that movie will come back. Probably not.
No, I don't know.
Probably
Nobody's heard of it. Nobody talks about it. Chris Pratt never mentions it. It's like there's Tracy Morgan's in it as Bust a Nut, the pimp. It's like nobody watches it. It's free on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it instantly, or it's $6 on DVD on Amazon. Like it's so easy to get. I saw it when it was on Netflix back when they had it again for free for people to watch. Yet nobody saw it. I don't know. I'm interested.
Yeah, I don't think I would pay money to see that.
Not all of us could afford Netflix in 2011.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, my mommy paid for it, so I don't care.
No.
Stop lending credence to the notion that you're all just basement dwellers, Rookie.
Hey, I have a bedroom.
Wow.
I'm referring to when I was in high school.
That's actually more sad than having a whole basement.
I'm referring to when I was in high school. Okay. Let's see. What are they saying in here? Cyclops the Eye says Bill S. Preston and Ted Theodore Logan has just gone out on Twitter. We'll beat ya, Eva. You guys are nattering about. Oh, and hi all. I don't know what you're saying in there, dude, but nice. Oh, he says he's gonna head out. Okay. Everybody must be using the Roots voice text thing because I don't know. I can't understand what people are writing sometimes. Lethal Lightning comes in and says titties. Classic. And
Abenas, what's up, buddy?
Bobby dropping in. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Everybody here sounds like they're having a good time. Not according to Sith, and when he sounds like he's depressed.
Yeah, he does. Like Sith, man, I'll make you a sandwich. Seriously,
No,
dude.
Thanks.
Oh.
Okay. Oh man. All right.
Breaking my heart.
Making me sad.
We got Raymond Hengehold in here. He says, "Hey, Rookie, what are you guys talking about?" We're just talking about random stuff, just chilling.
What we're not talking about is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we're not talking about Captain Marvel, exactly. So, Deep in the Valley, a Chris Pratt film in 2009, where two guys, Bill and Ted style, go into a porno universe where it's very bad-rated characters. It's not what you think. It's just a regular comedy. Think of it as a less raunchy American Pie. But that's hilarious. Yeah, Raymond, he was in Jesse's chat the other day, in Jesse Milestone's chat. Yeah, he and his wife, I think, are making in China or Japan. I forget what part of the world they're in. They or their country or state or something to make any Star Wars type movie. It's not Star Wars, but it's like there's like a female. I don't know. It seems like a decent version of Star Wars for a foreign audience. I don't know, but
interesting.
That's what I think they're doing. And he was on Jesse's live stream. He talks about it a few times in super chats throughout. I got to look more into that. I got to talk with this person. That sounds pretty cool.
That does sound good.
And he says, Rose is hot, so don't tell my wife. Yeah, Rose is all right, I suppose. Speaking of Rose, I got to show you guys. I shared it on Twitter. I think all you guys saw it. before I show you that, I have all these images I want to show you guys, but it's like, no. Before I show my photo edit thing I did, I'll show you a glimpse into the next tomato skit, a little sneak peek of something in there, just a little glimpse.
Awesome.
So what? Yes.
I'm not giving context in here, but this is just a little sneak peek of part 3 of the Rotten Tomatoes skits.
What in the world?
The tomatoes are starting to destroy themselves.
Maybe. Who knows?
They do, as SJWs do. I love it. Swords, little pink swords. Oh, cute.
What are you going to do to the tomatoes when you're done with them?
That is for the end of the video to find out.
Oh man.
Oh, great.
How many tomatoes have seen their cruel end because of your terrible anti-PETA humor?
Over a dozen.
What do you call someone that hates tomatoes? Tomophobic?
Tomatophobic.
If it was tomatophobic, you wouldn't want to get near them. Like, you'd want to avoid them at all costs.
Okay, I don't know.
Just,
with how the definitions of things are changing anyway.
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna look that up.
True. But yeah, there. Little stop motion glimpse. There will be dialogue when I do it, so you'll have a different thing going on right there. And Avinash in the chat says, "Rookie, thanks for making me the Hulk." Speaking of which, I'll show that one too. I was bored. I was seeing a bunch of the Infinity War posters getting posted again. You guys know those ones where, like, they put everybody's faces over people that are in them or something. Yeah. And I was like, all right, that's cool, but some of them will have like some of the High Council or some of the people in the fandom mess, and I'm like, that's not enough. That's not enough.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, I did do tomatoes in it, but they're not the main focus. But they are.
I only noticed Rose. Like, I couldn't find Mike Zero when finally it was revealed.
I made Mike Zero Vision.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Mike Zero Vision right there.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I made a Mauler Iron Man. I was gonna have Doomcock be him or something, but I'm like, I don't know. I'll Mauler do it for now. Didn't be War Machine. I added in Caitlyn and Goose with lightsabers.
Oh, is that Wish?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her. She's great.
I love seeing Caitlyn at the bottom. That was great.
Yeah, well, it's like there was no place for me to put anyone else. So I was like, oh, I'll put Caitlyn with a lightsaber. That sounds funny. And then I was Goose the cat with a lightsaber. I was gonna have them fighting each other, but I stupidly got pictures where they're both facing the same direction.
You could like invert them or something.
I don't know how to. My photo editor is so simple. I don't think it can do that at all. But yeah, just a little glimpse. I had the Death Star destroying a tomato. The tomatoes are covering where planets were in the image. Rose Tico's peeking out over the hedge. That's more of an Ethan Van Sciver nod for the
exactly.
Yep.
How long did that take you to make?
That took longer than I wanted to because I had to open up each. So when I opened up my editor, see, I don't know if it's just my photo editor or how other editors work, but I'd open up the thing, get one of the images of Geoff from World Class, for example, and then crop him out. That doesn't take too long. Then I have to save it on like a checkered background, and then I have to exit out of the thing, and then open up another one, and then do the same with all these people, and then paste them all over this separately, or I had to keep on opening and exiting to crop out the images. Do you guys have that same issue on any of yours, or no?
I don't even know how to do what you've done, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well,
feels
bad then.
Sith left.
Sith,
yeah.
What? Sith, come back, baby, come back. You can. Hi, Angus.
Hey, what's up, Mary?
Thank you.
Oh,
The Price is Right review says, I wonder if Drunk will show off his calves because Sith like it too much. LMAO.
No, man. I'm saving that for a special day.
Hey, Drunk. Actually, I just wanted to tell you, I was going through my random toys and stuff that I've collected that were meant to be resold for profit, like yard sale or what have you. And I forgot I had a C3PO and R2 bank from like 99. So I finally got some merchandise. You know that tweet the other day where it's like Salty and Roger, they had C-3PO and I didn't.
Yeah.
It's like all I got for droids is K2SO. And it's like, oh, this is awkward.
There's already people sending me stuff. And like they private message me, like they want to send me. I have this feeling I'm just gonna get a ton of like C-3PO crap.
I was gonna send you a Captain Marvel doll.
I kind of figured. I kind of figured it would all be it would be joke stuff. So like I don't know if I'm gonna do an unboxing like on my stream, but I don't know. We'll see how it is. We'll see.
Yeah, I got Captain Marvel with the kitty cat.
With the goose
I
is
don't know
loose.
if I want to blow it up or what.
Is the goose loose?
Yeah, the goose is loose. It's not detained. It's not handcuffed. It's not oppressed by feline Americans are oppressed minority.
Yeah. Oh, did Sith leave? Oh, what the heck? I don't even realize.
I said that like 10 minutes ago, dumbass.
Oh, I thought you were like telling him to talk. I didn't know. I didn't know it was anything else. Hey, Flip. The Flip's here. What's up, Flip?
Flop down.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Flip?
Lady?
We are literally just chilling today, just not talking about Captain Marvel.
Except for like
Sounds
a few
good to me.
minutes.
We mentioned her, but that's not the source of topic. No, Brie Larson does all these. No, not today.
Ooh, Lord.
Must not be named. We're talking about the witch from hell.
Yeah, but speaking of which, though, so Raymond responded in the chat about his thing. So he says, imagine a Japanese version of the story of Anakin, and Anakin is a strong woman. She is full of hate, more hateful than Anakin. That's my YouTube series for future 12 to 10-minute episodes. He says it will be shot in high definition. I promise the picture quality will be great. He says, I promise it'll be unlike any Star Wars film anyone has ever seen. It's an actual series with episodes, but each episode will be like a mini movie, each episode connected to each other, one story.
That's awesome.
It's
pretty good. Okay, no comments. Okay.
Yeah,
then,
it's hard for me to follow if I'm able to read it. Hey, Ricky, I gotta go. I just wanted to jump in. I didn't realize till I checked my Twitter that you invited me, so thank you. I might jump in later. But I wanted to let everyone know tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're having Lee Cole on for episode 8 of Utter Chaos. And Immortal Coil will be joining me as a co-host, possibly Flipp Doubt, Rookie as well, Drunk, whoever wants to come in and hang out with Lee Cole. And check out my latest video. I'm trying to get as many parents lined up for live streams from the Fandom Menace in regards to being a Star Wars or any fandom parent. We can air our grievances and whatnot. So thanks, Ricky, and I might come on later.
All right, later, dude.
Later, man.
Baby.
All right, and then Abu Nas in the chat says, okay, I gotta get a bus to catch and take me home. Sending love your way for all you to have a great stream. Mary, I'll be seeing you later tonight. Oh, you guys hooking up? Wow.
Yeah, well, okay, not in that way. No, like it's going to be on my stream at 8:30 tonight. Really excited because we're going to be having a nice big conversation about this whole silencing issue that they like to do to all of us. So Abu's going to be joining me, Jesse from Exaggeration Nation, and Proper Jeremy.
Oh, hell yeah. And Proper Jeremy knows the most about being silenced, so that's perfect. The Price is Right review says, you know how Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers, Nerderotic, and Odin all have figurine mascots on their streams? You should all pick your own for your own streams and add vids. Just an idea. Yeah, I thought about it. I mean, it's not like we don't have toys as a grown adults, right? Mary has a toy. I know that.
Wait, what? What?
Well, they said, you know how they all have action figures, like a Rose Tico or Ahsoka or whatever Nerdotic has on his mic?
Oh, I have Legos.
Yeah, see?
They have to be from Star Wars?
No, just anything. See, when I send Drunk his Captain Marvel doll, he can have that as his one to have in every video.
I'll put a Captain Marvel doll up.
We'll have to look at Brie Larson's, not only her face, but her doll face, which is even worse than her face. So
I will put it up.
David Tennant's Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only ones I still have from back then is just older Star Wars toys from the attic and whatnot. But I do bust them out for some stop motion in the videos because they are kind of funny. But there's only like 10. There's only like 10 that can actually stand up. The rest all fall down. So I'm like, oh well. So that's why you'll see a lot of Jar Jar Binks because he can stand.
Wait, where did you get the Captain Marvel doll?
No, I didn't get one. I was saying that's what I would send you.
Oh, I see. I see.
You see, what's funny, when I bought the tomatoes, I should have gotten to a store. But I'm like, I'm not going to go to the store and buy a freaking thing like to use for the stop motion skit or something for worship. But I'm like, I'll just do a photo because I don't actually want to go to the store. Hey, I'm buying a Captain Marvel thing. Here you go. Why are you buying that? My niece. It's just like, no, I'm making a video with it. What kind of video? I don't want to explain. So,
you're a dirty liar.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy something like that, you just gotta go out and buy tons of weird stuff just to get them like
to balance it out. Like, okay,
so like a five gallon tub of Vaseline.
No.
A 24 pack of toilet paper.
Yeah, stuff like that. You just
a lighter, a Nintendo game, an Xbox controller.
A box of condoms and
chocolate, a DVD,
and then like dog food.
DVD of I don't know what, I can't think of a movie. Something
that way they won't focus on the Captain Marvel thing.
No, dude, you should actually do that. Make a video out of it. Go to the store, buy a Captain Marvel action figure, right? A bottle of lube and some condoms. Just those 3 items, right?
That wouldn't fit me. That seems like something like Angus would do. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like you're getting so much shit with the SJWs for doing that.
Oh, I know, right?
They'd lose their mind.
That would be funny, though.
They lose their mind apparently over.
Well, yeah, over everything, but I think that would get a bigger spectacle.
Yeah, The Price is Right says just don't buy a Brie Larson porcelain doll, otherwise you'll never get sleep. LMAO.
Oh,
they have a porcelain doll of her. Oh my god.
That would be fun to break, actually.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Raymond asked, Drunk 3PO is getting popular. Did he really get a shout out from EVS? Yes, I did.
Not just from EVS, from Jeremy as well.
Jeremy made a whole video, which I didn't expect that was coming, but that was fun.
That's what she said.
My 15 minutes are over, though. It's over.
Until the next one. That's all good.
Yeah, it was all thanks to Twitter. Twitter just kind of...
Do some more controversial shit.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, do some more controversial stuff.
No, I am who I am, man. It seems to be working. So
your video wasn't even controversial, but that guy seemed to have a beef with you. You want to tell a story? You want to tell the chat the story?
Yeah. So this guy Slasher Films, Peter Cetera, whatever his name is, he did a poll about how excited are you for episode 9 after watching The Last Jedi? And he had more excited, somewhat excited, not excited. So he had 3 things. Less excited. And then so I voted on it, like less excited. And when I went back to see the results, he deleted it. But then I know Jeremy did a video on him deleting the poll. So I was like, and then he just went off on a bunch of people saying, "Oh, it's toxic boys, and they're actually Russian trolls." And I actually, I just got so mad at I'm so sick of being called these names. When you don't get your way, that's what you just revert back. So I just made a video. Basically, I got a hold of the poll and everything, and so I just made a quick video. And then I just tagged him in it. I'm like, hey, this is from your Russian bot, your favorite troll. Here's a video on your poll. And then he responded. It just so happens he was in a fight with Jeremy right at the same time. So everything just kind of erupted at the same time. So when Jeremy saw it, which I'm sure 500,000 people tagged him in it, and my Twitter was going. It was, dude, I was getting 60 notifications every 10 minutes on my Twitter over that thing. It was Yeah, then he sends me a message like, "I got your back, drunk. Don't worry." And I'm like, "Uh-oh, here it comes. Better be ready for something." And then he talked. Then he mentioned it on. I sent him a super chat, but he talked it up pretty well on the High Council with a bunch of people, and they were all like, "Yeah, go to his channel and let's do it."
Get it to 1,000 views. Hell yeah.
1,000 views and 600 subs in less than 15 hours. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Well, it's like I like it too. I like how Jeremy responded too, because it's like even at our level right now that we're all at. I mean, none of us are like super big right now, even though we're growing. It's like we're not super big, but we got, you know, you don't just dismiss a littler channel like that. You know, anyway, it's like, oh, you only have this many views, therefore it's not good. And how he said there's only 45 seconds he stopped because of your stuff wasn't right or something. You didn't say anything wrong. Like, unless he did he not delete the tweet? Did he not post a poll? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, well, he said that I'm inaccurate about my poll, and by the time it got to 45 seconds, I just plugged my T-shirt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't even go into the topic yet.
And then, like, you know what's weird? I'm like watching Jeremy's video, and I go, man, I could have done that so much better.
Yeah, you're like, hey, yo, I'm drunk and get my T-shirt, man.
I'm like watching, but you look at Jeremy's face and he's got like, you know, his stink eye going, and I'm going, oh man, this is gonna backfire. But hey, with great power comes great responsibility, and like the trolls have like hit my DMs pretty hard on Twitter, so I'm like, oh, do I start blocking people, or?
I'd say if anything, you could mute some people, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even friends with them. Like they just.
Oh, you're in your request folder or something?
I think so. Yeah. One of them said, "You sound like a typical white dude." I'm like reading them now. Like,
it's so funny because you actually do charities. You're a teacher. Like,
well, they don't know that. Yeah, I know. They don't know that.
They just see you don't like Star Wars, therefore you must be Nazi or something, or Russian troll bot.
They don't care to know that, though. They don't care, because if they knew it, then it would not align with their narrative. Because you have to be an evil, terrible, horrible human being if you agree with Jeremy or if you don't agree with their narrative. And that's what blows my mind, is because they don't care to get to know any of us. We stand on the other side of the fence based on whether or not we do or don't like Star Wars. What?
It's
that's all right. If they can't win the argument, they resort to name calling, then blocking. It's even better. But I think like the fact that he kind of smugged at my small YouTube channel really backfired. So that was probably the thing that backfired the whole.
That wasn't him being smug. That was him putting his tail between his legs and running.
Well, there used to be a day where, I guess they'd make fun of people and people would just run. They'd be like, all right, he's right. Gotta go.
I understand it's hard to take criticism. I have trouble taking criticism from anybody or even me. So but there's a point when you get to the point where you're a verified YouTuber who has the ability to laugh at a smaller YouTuber, then you need to step up and realize maybe I should try taking a little bit of criticism now and then.
Well, it's not even necessarily about criticism. It's about self-reflection and the ability to stop and take a second and just assess whether or not you actually stand in a good place, right? Like, there's nothing. I was saying this on Lethal Lightning's channel the other day. Like, there's nothing wrong with being wrong. The problem comes in when you cannot admit that you're wrong. Like, shouldn't we all just want to stand in a place of truth? And truth doesn't have any issues standing up to scrutiny. So what is the problem with sitting down and assessing things calmly and rationally and having a discussion? Because if it turns out that the other person is wrong and you were right, well, then maybe you were able to educate them in some way. Or maybe not, and it's not the end of the world. Or maybe it turns out you're wrong and you can learn and grow from that and move forward with your life and not be such a dingus all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to stand up and applaud whenever you speak, Mary, because you go on a good one, and it keeps on going. And it's like I'm cutting to like a high school Disney movie where they give a speech and then the music swells and it's Yeah, everybody, yay.
That's not the goal.
I know, but it's just, no, I'm saying that's good. That's the feeling. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
it swells, the music's getting ready. You just, you know, and we're not going to let them take us down. Rah, yeah, ducks, quack, quack.
The American flag slowly fades in behind
Yeah,
her.
yeah, exactly. It drops down, confetti falls. It's, you know, they throw pie at the coach, you know.
Dump a big old thing of Gatorade on me, guys. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, what's up, Stone Cold Jeremy in the chat? He says, because truth gets in the way of the narrative. Yep, MCD, or wait, MCOC, MCOC, what? I don't know. Josh says, what's up, Rookie Critic? First time watching you live. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping by. We also got the Geek in the Disguise in the chat. Thomas Gilkey, he's streaming some video games right now. Proper Jeremy. I always like to roll the R's. I don't know why. Raymond Hangogard, the guy that had the Star Wars idea earlier, says, Rookie Critic, can you ask the chat if there's something particular people want in a retelling of Anakin in my series? Is there anything particular you guys want of Anakin in his series?
Make him love sand.
Make him love it. Roll around in it.
Right. I want to build a sandcastle. I want to see the most epic sandcastle ever. With like a little spray bottle to re-moisten certain areas. He wants to like redo special. Like, oh yeah, make him love sand.
Imagine him with cat whiskers on, like, you know, rolling on his back and tossing a toy. Catnip.
Oh Lord.
It would be amazing if someone could somehow fix the dynamic of the relationship between Anakin and Padme. Because
watch the Clone Wars. It's much more believable there.
It's much more believable there?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being much more believable. So
the Clone Wars are amazing. You'll even love Anakin Skywalker in it. He's pretty epic.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I wasn't good. I was like, maybe. I didn't want to watch it because they made what's his name not die. Why can't I remember his name?
Darth Maul?
Yeah, Darth Maul.
Oh, dude, Darth Maul is a fan favorite. Of course they brought it back, and his story arc is fantastic in that show. You'll love it.
I mean, it doesn't bother me as much. It's like when I informed my very Star Wars fan father that Mace Windu's alive and not Mace Windu hit me with something. Maul. When Maul was alive, he like lost his shit. It was like, he can't live. He was cut in half. That's not possible. Like ran around the house.
Dude, how they make him live is pretty amazing. Like it's even reasonable, sort of, kind of within the realm of the.
I heard he like ate rats and shit and lost his memory. That's what I heard.
Yeah, he lost his memory. Yeah.
Well, it's like they bring him back, and it's like, so he was a character that had no relevance before, and then they made him actually, you know, good. My phone's getting that Amber Alert thingy, so I don't know if you guys can hear the vibration on the thing.
I just assumed it was Drunk's calves saving another child.
I go to the gym tomorrow, so it'll leg day tomorrow. So
naturally, hey, more people are coming in. We got Mr. Pete and we got Immortal Coil dropping by. Immortal Coil, if you're available to come on, do you want to come on? I heard that you're in not what the hell is it? It's a Comic-Con or it's a convention. You're at something in Seattle right now.
Emerald City Comic-Con, yeah. He actually did a video earlier today. He did an interview while he was at Emerald City Comic-Con with Brie Larson. And if I do say so myself, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I have that tab open to watch later.
I thought that was a joke. I was like, oh, he pretended to have an interview with Brie Larson.
It kind of is.
It is.
It's very believable.
Okay.
Very believable.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to look at that.
Yeah, I want to watch that too. I'm going to bring him on here and he can tell us about it in a sec. But in the meantime, Flipp, you've been a little quiet today, bro. Say something.
Something.
All right, thanks. All right, now shut up. No, just kidding.
My brain is mush, man. I spent all morning since like 7 a.m. in training for sprint, and holy shit, I got a headache, and I'm just trying to chill. But glad to be here, nonetheless. Good to hang with you guys. Been a while.
That's good, man. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of work lately, it seems.
Yeah. I was posting earlier. I had a lunch break, and I was posting. I noticed you said Thomas Gilkey is in the chat, And so I just wanted to give him a shout back because he shouted me out in his stream. So there you go, Thomas.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, Thomas is streaming some video games right now. So if you want to watch him but listen to us, that's also an option, I suppose. I don't know if he's got commentary with it or not.
Always dual tab it.
Dual tab, exactly. One of these days, I'd like to get 2 monitors, but I'm like, I have a laptop, so that doesn't work.
I want to look like a hacker. That's what I want. I want a desk with like 50 screens.
Well, yeah, that'd be cool. I want to have one that could be practical though, where it's like, okay, so I have my laptop screen that you unfold, and then maybe you can do like an extra fold on top of the thing, like one more, like a thicker top, so that when you can have a whole other screen on top of your screen or something, and be looking at 2 things at once, or make a huge combined image or something. I don't know.
Screw practical. Like one screen for Facebook, one for Twitter, one for YouTube, one for video games, one for a movie. Like
specifically one, just one thing.
As I understand it, that's like the exact setup that Chris Knight, either Chris Knight or Sean Stackhouse has. They both have like a massive amount of monitors just set up in their studios. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want that.
I'm just like flipping through tabs. Rookie will be streaming. John Talks will be streaming. Odin will be streaming, and I'll be like flipping through all the tabs, trying to keep up with the chat and be like actively involved in everybody's chat. It's insane sometimes. There's so many people in this community.
Mr. Pete asked me if I saw his IHOP video. I commented on it, Mr. Pete. At least I think I did.
I think he is asking me that too on there. I did not see that quite yet.
Woo!
Oh, hey, Mortal. Oh, are you going on a slide or something? On a water slide?
I'm slipping in sideways, you know.
Okay. Hey, dude, how's it going at your con?
It was pretty good. We got to interview a lot of cosplayers. I was hoping to interview some more like comic book artists, but unfortunately they're starving right now. So unless you're in Comicsgate.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Going past him super fast, like trying to run him over.
I know.
I'm kind of picturing that he's on skis right now.
Chad, what do you think that Immortal Coil is doing based on the noise you're hearing that you hear from that?
I'm trying to outcompete Miss for audio fidelity. So.
Oh, dude. Her audio quality is okay, but I mean, yeah, there is differences with audio, I suppose. But
it's my computer. My computer makes a whirring sound. That's
dude, I bought a $190 headset with mic, and it sounds exactly the same than my $6 headset I have in right now.
For real, man. No, I've been like researching solutions to my problem, but you know, shit. I need to open a PO box like Mecharandom, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, for Mist, is there a way to adjust your gain on your mic, or do you have a microphone? Or is it just from your directly?
I'm using a headset.
I'm on my smartphone, man, and I'm actually on the side of the road. So if this becomes a problem, let me know. I'll bounce out. It's not a big deal.
I got you. It seems like you're muting when you're not talking, so you're all right. You're good.
That's just interesting.
Every time I hear Coil talk, I want to start yelling myself.
I know. Bring back the good old days of YouTube says, is there a dead or dying movie genre you want to see resurrected in the right way? And now Flipp's trying to compete for noise too.
I'm about to go get some chips and just eat them in the, like right up on the mic.
I know.
Yeah, don't try me, woman.
This will be a variety hour of ASMR of different things all at once, which will make it, you know, not pleasant to anyone, but annoying to everyone.
Did they say genre or series?
I'll read it again. So, bring back the good old days of YouTube says, is there a dead or dying movie genre that you want to see resurrected in the right way?
Horror.
Yeah, I was going to say horror.
When was there a right way?
So what about a hammer horror specifically? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I didn't hear what you said.
Say camera horror?
Hammer horror films?
Oh, slasher? You mean like slasher?
No. Like hammer horror. It's the one with the super over the top goofy red blood, like.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that like all horror?
No. I mean
like Rob Zombie shit.
Yeah, like the crazy stuff. Like, kind of reminiscent of. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Well,
I love that.
To that actually.
Well, Flipp was just doing a horror live stream with the rant yesterday. Do you have anything to weigh in right here?
Yeah. Oh, hey, can you hear me good? I got a new mic.
Yeah, we hear you pretty good.
That's good. Yeah. What was the question? I was hooking it up, man. Sorry.
Okay. We're saying, so is there any movie genre or franchise that you want to see resurrected in the right way?
The Friday the 13th, absolutely. All day, I want to see Friday the 13th fixed. Resurrected.
How could it be fixed? How could it be the right way?
What to do Friday 13th?
Yeah.
Well, I would just reboot it from the beginning and just update it. Definitely have scantily clad teenagers smoking weed and having irresponsible sex, premarital sex, but lots of good murder, done great with, the proper CGI in the right spots. A good story, include Jason's father. I've thought thoroughly about this. Rant's a big fan too, so we discussed it. But yeah, sound about right.
You remember Jason Outer Space Foot?
Yeah, Jason X.
Jason X. I saw that one and Freddy versus Jason and maybe one other Friday the 13th one. So my experience with it is very bizarre.
It's one
I
of those.
actually like Jason X. I thought that was it was funny when they went back in time and brought up Crystal Lake for him to get confused in that one scene.
I thought it was funny how they're stupid enough to let him get revived and then they almost kill him. They actually almost kill him and then they have the healing nanobots fix him and make him stronger and it's like, oh shit. Okay.
It was a little weak in some areas. Like you could see the downstage shaking. So it was hard to believe it was a spaceship.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a pretty cool movie. I like at the end where he's going back to Earth. That's a trip.
Yeah.
Well, I also like the telekinetic Jason Part 7. Remember where the girl has the mind powers?
Was that called A New Blood?
It might have been.
Wait, wasn't that?
It was one of the ones that did not star Corey Feldman.
All right, Flipp, is there feedback? Are you driving or are you in a car or something? Because it sounds like there's feedback coming.
Oh, how was that? Is that better?
A little better, but still getting some coming through a little bit.
When you say feedback, do you mean white noise?
It kind of. It sounds like there's something. Are you guys hearing that too?
Why does the noise have to be white?
Well, if I said it was a black, if you prefer me to say black noise, you're going, "Hey, get out of here!" No, but
is it female white noise?
It's just the classic. I'll say white nerd white noise.
I don't know if it's from me. Is it from me?
I think it's from me.
I don't know.
I'm not hearing anything, so it's probably me.
I don't know. Whenever it's quiet for a sec, with the noise, I'll hear the noise, and then Flipp's icon comes up.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna unplug it real quick. See if you hear it.
Okay.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. It could be Miss. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's me.
Okay.
Oh, no. Hold on. My fan's on. I'll be right back.
That did it. There it was.
Thank God. Oh, Jesus. For a while,
I told you.
I was ignoring it. I was ignoring it for a while, and I was just like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I told you it was female.
Oh my God! Sorry for blaming you, Flipp. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. I forgive.
And just kidding. You're good, Miss. That's so much better. I'm sorry if anybody's ears were getting in there.
Oh, Miss.
I didn't know. I thought that was just your normal bad audio, so I didn't say anything.
That's who's on with this. I didn't know who you were there, so I was just waiting for someone to call you by name.
No, that's Miss. Because Miss, I was like, your audio is usually it's not the best, but it's okay. I can hear you pretty clearly. It just sounds like the gain is a little high or something. It's like you can hear slight echo-ish with it, but not much. It's usually fine. But today I was like, I don't know why there's a noise that sounds like something, and I thought it was Flipp when he came in, because that's when I started to notice it more. And I was like, oh no.
That was my ceiling fan. I forgot my ceiling fan was on.
Okay, I don't know why my head feels so much clearer.
Okay.
Rookie's having an aneurysm over there. What is that? What is it?
But here's the weird thing: as soon as you turn that off, we dropped 5 years.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Turn it back on, Miss.
No. Inty Bird has joined the chat as well as Road Rants. What's up, man? And there's
he's back.
people
anyway,
gave
I want to rant about horror.
Just 1 second. Some people gave answers to what they think all the noises are. Excuse me. Was it Eric Higua says skydiving for Immortal Coil with all the noise. Mr. Pete says wind tunnel lab rat. I like that one. Dalton Mortimer is here. Says, hey guys, long time no see. It's been a long time. I used to call him Dalton Mortimer. And then Black Angus was like, it's called Mortimer, dipshit. I was like, oh, okay. That was fun. Stone Cold Jeremy is back. So it sounds like he might be hanging around with Redneck Jeremy. Immortal Coil. He is actually.
There's a redneck.
Oh yeah.
He's hanging out with Hallmark. Is Hallmark there right now? Or is he you guys go separate ways? Are you done with the thing, or are you home now, or what? Like, you still at the con, Immortal?
Who, me?
Yeah, you doing con, or is it, or I don't know.
Well, no, like it's not like a hotel room. Like it only lasts like 3 days, but you know.
Well, I guess I didn't know if it was still going on for a week, and I didn't know if you're going here and there every couple days or something.
Yeah, well, so it lasted over a weekend, and I shot a specific amount of footage, which part of it consisted of an interview with Brie Larson. Please go watch that.
Yeah, I will watch that. I had it up at the tab to go. Like that sounds like he's like he might talk about an interview of her or something. But yeah, it sounds like that's your legit interview. I will definitely watch that. I will show that on Twitter when I watch it.
She was very hard to pin down. I'll tell you that.
And yeah, she does seem like a squirmer. No, I'm just kidding.
Immortal. Oh God.
Yes, sir.
Immortal I was telling Rookie about your video that you wanted me to put up on the Fandom Collective, but I was going to segue and let you describe it. It's your first video that you ever did, is that right?
The Black Sabbath?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so that was one of those things that even like way before I was a YouTuber, like I was listening to YouTube, and I was probably listening to a couple of you guys. But I always thought like Darth Vader should have his Black Sabbath. I mean, are you guys fans? Am I just like...
Are you fans of Black Sabbath?
Yeah. I'm not just shouting into the wind, am I?
Who's Black Sabbath?
Oh man, I couldn't.
Just kidding.
I couldn't tell you all their albums, but I know what Black Sabbath is.
I know. I'm an old motherfucker, but can I say fuck on your channel, man?
You're talking about Deep in the Valley a while ago, which is porn.
Yeah.
You kind of showed boobs earlier, Ricky.
Hey, the keyword is kinda.
I mean, there were definitely nipples through those shirts. I'm just saying, I saw a nipple. I'm good with it. I'm not complaining.
Women Are you kidding me? I couldn't tell on my phone.
Women have breasts, Mary.
Yeah, I know. I have a couple myself. I'm just saying, like, I saw a nipple. I'm not complaining. I enjoy seeing a nipple. That's
why I wanted you to see it, so you can confirm that it's a good movie.
But now my chair is damp again, and I'm not sure what to do about it.
Just get different layers of blankets. And I'm just kidding. All right.
Sorry, I made it weird. I'm sorry.
You have to.
So I always thought that Darth Vader needed Black Sabbath, the song from the first album, Black Sabbath, to properly introduce himself. Because you think about the lyrics, you think about the scary music, and Darth Vader is what was he rated? Like the second or third scariest villain ever? According to Doomcock?
Maybe. Now, you're probably going to hate me for this, Immortal. I know of Black Sabbath, but I can't for the life of me think of specifically their song because I'm getting confused with like Metallica and AC/DC and stuff.
Metallica and AC/DC would both slap you across the face for saying that.
I figured.
Metallica.
Well, because like I know of like some of their songs, but I don't pay attention to who all the bands are and whatnot. So, like Back in Black. Okay, that's AC/DC, sure. Metallica. I can't even think of a Metallica song, but I know some.
One.
Yeah, one.
For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Maybe. I don't know.
Enter Sandman.
There you go.
See, if it helps, I'm not a full-on music person in general. Like, I like some stuff, but I'm not invested into any of the stuff beyond what it sounds like. So that's more of my issue. But people get really annoyed when I don't know what specifically they're talking about. But yeah.
Well, it's not a big deal. So if everybody who has a Twitter, just go visit the Fandom Collective Twitter site. You guys have been very generous to me. I really appreciate everything that you've done to help me and my channel. And I'm just like a random guy in Washington. You know, if I can pull off next to 100 subs, maybe somebody out there who has a better idea than me can do the same if they go and visit. But if they go and visit, they can find the Darth Vader, Black Sabbath, everything else, and all of us. And we're a big happy family. So, mwah, love you.
Nicely said.
And the hearts run around me.
We're all just random people sitting in our houses talking on the internet, essentially. That's all we all are.
I'm in pajamas.
Except for me. Or, you know, like, I'm actually a random chick. Or,
Yeah.
I figure Mist is in, like, a pink castle in her bedroom. Age 18 after her, you know, I don't know, with the tiara on, going like, I'm just talking to these people, okay, and then you go back.
Yeah, and then I become this character.
Drunk's not even a dude. He's just a set of calves.
It gained consciousness and picked out things to use.
A body grew out from them. Love you, Drunk.
That's crazy.
Those two bald guys joined us in the chat. What's up? He says, good to see everyone. Unfortunately, I can't stay yet again, but wanted to stop by for sure. Well, thanks for stopping by, buddy. And
hey, everything Star Wars. Hey, Rhodes Rants. Hey, Road Rants did an intro for me. It's awesome. I'm gonna use it soon enough, buddy.
That's awesome, Rhodes.
I love it.
As a matter of fact,
Flipp Doubt's in the chat. Hey, Flip, can you hear me? Sorry,
that guy's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
3PO is going to be doing a skit with Rant and myself and somebody else, right? I can't remember. It's on maybe the Rant's channel. He's working on it now. It's his super helpful crisis hotline. So.
Oh yeah, the hotline, dude. Thank you for reminding me. I got to get my submission in.
I did mine yesterday.
That reminds me.
Awesome.
When do you that video that I sent you a submission for, Flip? When's that coming out?
Yeah, it is a work in progress. I got a lot of submissions. I'm working on it though. Hang in there. I'm
looking forward to it, man.
Got a lot of women under his submission.
Flip's big time, Mary.
One at a time, yes. Sorry.
I like. I always wanted to be in your like kung fu video, Flip. Like that's a dream
let's
of
do
mine.
one. Yeah, let's do one.
I didn't think you liked me, so I didn't ask.
What?
So I was just kidding. I was being stupid.
Drunk, everyone likes you, dude. I'm not.
No,
not everyone. Wait till I do my mean response video. That's I'm getting more, and thanks to Jeremy, they've increased by tenfold. So
you at your meanest is like a Christian boy in a suit saying, "I can't eat this."
Oh no! Nah, man. I'm angry now. I'm mad. So
are you angry?
No sane person. No sane
want some freaking milk and cookies.
No sane person talks to Drunk for more, like for even a second, and thinks that guy's a dick. No one.
Oh man, you disagree. People, I'm telling you, I really come off full of myself because I joke around a lot in the chat, and I don't mean to, but that's just who I am. And once you get to know me, you realize, oh, he's just joking. But I really come off full of myself, and I don't mean to, but
I don't think so.
See, I think it's funny. I noticed it sometimes, but I figure it's like.
See, I told you. I know I told you.
But it's like in a charming way. You know,
it's like, very charming.
It's fine. Like it's like, all right, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he's a little full of himself, but good because it makes you're not afraid. You're confident.
A little ego is attractive on everyone, I think.
Well, we have to give him credit because he went to go see Carol Danvers in a Carol Danvers shirt.
I know.
Sure well, so oh man, if only Drunk was there with you, man, to get that interview, you know. He can see.
I would have worn my shirt. She would have signed it. Oh,
his idol.
You probably could have talked her into it, but I don't know.
I can guarantee you could have talked her into it.
Oh, I could.
Yeah.
licked my top lip and spoke Spanish to her, and she wouldn't think I was white, and it would have worked.
Dude, just lift up your pant leg a little bit and show us some crab.
For people that just rolled into the chat, I'll show another.
Yeah, what a weird conversation to come in.
He just walked in on a landmine. Sorry, guys.
I'll distract them by showing another sneak peek of my tomato skit that's coming soon. I took over 600 pictures this morning for stop motion, and that's only the intro.
So you did this with pictures?
Yeah, it's just all images together.
Wow. I guess
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just a few movements.
Wow.
So, if you guys recognize the swords back in the day, I don't know if they still do them. Little swords that you stick in olive for drinks or something.
Yeah.
And, my mom would give them to me for lightsaber toys for Star Wars when I'd lose a lightsaber or something when I was younger. And these would be the replacement lightsabers. So we still have some of those. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to stick them in the tomatoes. And they are in the middle of something, but I'm not going to give you the context. So, yeah, you'll have to wait.
I'm going to have to give that a try sometime. Stop motion, huh? I'm going to do that with my Legos, man.
See, Legos would be perfect because they can stand up. Like, I have so many other things, but they don't stand up very well. So,
Flipp, are you doing a stream tonight?
Mary? No, Mary is.
Yeah.
No. What is Flipp saying? Flipp's saying, Rose Rants, I'll DM you later tonight. We'll figure it out.
Oh, that's about the Friday the 13th watch party we're going to try and do.
See. I got you. I know Mary's on at 8.
8:30, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be listening from the car unless I needed to hear music. But, okay. So that's a watch party. Oh, I was going to tell you, Rookie, you know what would be good for your videos?
Sure.
You should look up like Veggie Tales and like clip some like tomato stuff from Veggie Tales.
Yes.
Why?
Because it would work. That's good.
No, the tomato. Isn't there a giant tomato?
Yeah,
in
Bob the
Veggie Tales?
tomato. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would I gain from that? I mean, I'm trying to get some skill here.
Oh no, my bad. I just didn't know. Like maybe you could have used it for an intro.
I know what you mean.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah, I'll look at something. But I don't know. So far, I've got the idea set, so it's not going to be as slaughter centric. So anybody who's got sensitive eyes, I won't be killing.
Dude, that
every
looks tasty.
tomato.
I would take that shot.
What the heck, dude? Are you getting the tomatoes drunk or something?
There's no context. Again, I'm not giving you any context.
What are you doing
Just see some tomatoes drinking. That's all.
No, he's nutting up. There's no toothpaste there.
It's just funny because when I filmed this, I didn't realize that it looks like a phallic shape. With the tomatoes next to each other.
Yeah, they look nervous, man.
Wait. Hold on. Something just came to me. Watching you flip these pictures up. Wasn't there a movie called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yes,
there is.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, and now Bird just put it in the chat. I feel like a turd, but yeah.
No.
Yep, Indie Bird. Thug Life's here. What's up, dude? He says, wasn't there a cartoon about murderous mutant tomatoes? There's actually a real film, like a real actual film, where people actually filmed tomatoes trying to kill them. Yeah.
And I swear the Ninja Turtles fought tomatoes on their pizza once.
I think I remember that.
There was also a Star, I don't know if it was Star Trek or Star something, or if it was Lost in Space, where they fight like tomato people, tomato aliens.
Oh, that was Battlestar Tomatoka.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Pretty sure.
You sounded like that's official. That's official. But yeah, so with this one, I felt like part 2, the one where I had the most popular, that one's actually it's 2 views away from being my second most viewed video, and from it just being a skit, like a Rotten Tomatoes skit with stop motion and slaughtering them. So in this one, I'm going to make it more dramatic. I'm going to have a lot more stop motion, and the clips I'm going to use from other Fandom Menacers is going to be big and small. So it's going to be a pretty big one. I might make it a 2-parter, so that's not too long each. So I'm going to try to keep them each under 10 minutes. But goddamn, this took me like 3 or 4 hours to get over 600 pictures, and it's only for about 25 seconds of the screen time.
That's dedication like a lot of work.
Yep. Appreciate it. Yeah, I want to slaughter these too, but I can't think of that many more ways. You guys have any ideas?
You don't strap like a firecracker to it? I mean,
I don't have any firecrackers in my state. I don't think.
Oh, wait, you live in Washington? Yeah.
I'm in Georgia. We got them every 10 feet you could get.
At most, like a week within the 4th of July or New Year's, they might have like sparklers and a few very low tier fireworks on sale somewhere for that a week. That's it.
Flip, from Florida, when I drive to see my parents live in Washington, D.C., so when I drive past Georgia, dude, we just stop in the gas station and get like M80s. Like that's just they stock up on all these like firecrackers in Georgia off 95. It's great.
They're everywhere, especially in 95.
Can't you go out to like the natives and go and buy like TNT that you can Velcro onto the?
I zoned out for like a second, and now I'm confused.
Ooh.
Hey, Rook, I'm going to go get some firecrackers and matches, and I'm going to mail them to you. All in the same box.
No, that's okay. All of the stuff filmed by then, so that's all good. That's all good.
The police will probably show up at his door with that package. So.
I feel like once I bring explosives into the tomato thing, then it's like a little too much. It's like, oh, that's good. If I could get lighter fuel or something, I might set like 5 on fire.
I'm really bummed out. I used to have a 10 gauge cannon. It looked like it was about a foot long by I don't know, half a foot wide, and you put a 10 gauge shell in it, blank, and those are hard to find, by the way. And you just close it up, and then you pull the string, and boom! It sounds like God himself came down. And anyway, the last time I used it was about 5 or 6 4th of Julys ago, and it fell apart. But it was like, I don't know, 50 years old. I wish I had that still, because being YouTuber and everything, I've been thinking about how it would come in handy, especially lately with your tomatoes.
Yeah, that'd be good. I have an airsoft gun, and I like for my other skits, my little fake black gun that I use, and I actually had some pellets from before, and I was like, oh man, I could actually shoot these up and destroy it like a slow motion thing or something, like pelt it. I shot it, they just bounce off. It's so weak. It doesn't work at all. I don't have anything like Mary might, unfortunately, or Flip.
Wait, what?
I was saying gun power. I said I have an airsoft gun thing, like for my pistols that you see I use sometimes. And I shot right up to it to shoot the tomato. They just bounce off.
You just let me know the day you need someone to come shoot some tomatoes. I'm there, man. Okay.
I really kind of wanted to have something like this. Like if I can't do it, if any of you have like a gun or you have like something to kind of beat a tomato with a firearm of some kind. I
have a baseball bat and a Winchester knife.
You can line a few up and film yourself, smashing or destroying them. That would be cool to enter into my footage. That'd be cool.
I've got a fully automatic airsoft G36C. That gun you see in my videos, right? The big.
Yeah, the big one.
Fuck yeah, man! That thing's fully auto, man. I'll rip some tomatoes in half.
If you line a few up and film it or something, that would be awesome, because I don't have any footage of that. You think there'd be more footage like that on YouTube, but that's like the settings are always weird. I'm like, I just kind of want somebody's backyard or something. It's a simple little, the Fandom Menace community. I have some tomatoes, bro, and I'll destroy them. And it's in the name of the hit.
I'll get on that.
I imagine Mary.
Yeah, I bet if Flip lives in Georgia, I bet good money he's got a couple guns.
At least a couple.
I'll leave it at
okay, no problem.
If someone breaks in, they're sure to find out. I'll tell you that.
There you go. See, that's all you have to say. That's a true Georgia answer right there. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh, Rob, everything Star Wars says, chop it up and put it on a sandwich. That's not a bad idea. I could film me at my work at Subway, dishing them out and have an actual full tomato nearby. Like, oh no, Jimmy, don't eat them. Dad, look what they did to you.
Dude, go get like a giant machete and do like some Deliverance style stuff.
I do have swords. I don't have a machete, unfortunately, but I do have like a bunch of swords that my sister bought me a long time ago.
You just realize we're sitting here talking about the best ways to murder tomatoes, right?
I asked.
It's good radio.
Because I already did like a dozen ways to kill them before, and I don't want to do the same thing. So
dude, I got it. I so got it. Once you kill them, You got to film yourself like a little bit at Subway, like serving them to people, and then give like an evil laugh.
Ooh.
Like
I can't actually have that out now. We have a new owner. The old one didn't really care. She was old and didn't give a shit.
well,
The
can
new
you
one,
just
the new
serve
one
it to
just
somebody?
Light them on fire, man. Like, go get some gas, right? Get like a nice little fire pit, and then like tie them all up to little wooden stakes. Pour some gasoline on them and light them on fire.
My neighbor down the street does have a fire pit, and she'd probably let me do that with anything. She likes stop motion.
Give her no context to what you're doing. Just say, can
I tie up these tomatoes and lay them over? Can I lie them over your fire pit and just film it? You know,
yeah, just tie them up to wooden stakes like witches or something, and like just burn them at the stake. It'd be great.
I gotta get
just say
stakes.
feed them to somebody is hilarious because now you're getting into cannibalism.
God, see, everybody said that. D. Carey, I think he's in the thing or send a date. I don't know. Some people are like, "Oh, eat it. You got to eat it, man." Or Prime Geek Collector was saying that. I'm like, "Eat it." God, I am so picky. You saw the banana video, drunk. Like, I'd have the same reaction with a tomato, if not worse, because it's juicy and seeds and ugh. Like, I don't want that in my mouth. But
you don't actually enjoy tomatoes?
I don't enjoy tomatoes. Like, I like ketchup, but that's totally different. Different texture altogether. But I guess I could
like spaghetti sauce. You know?
It would be crazier if I were to film myself, like eat a big chunk and spit it out. You know, looking at the camera, all intense or something like a monster.
You should get some of those little tomatoes.
What's funny? A few people actually that don't watch YouTube liked that. They watched my skit too. They're like, you should get little tomatoes to be their children.
I was gonna say
have them react in fear and terror to their parents being slaughtered.
Have this no, dude. I think this was on sitting there, like have like the big tomato holding the little tomato, and then like rip the little tomato away and be like, my baby. And you're just like, come here. It's like horrifying.
Why you're not drawing faces on the tomatoes with Sharpie? I don't know.
See, my whole goal was because somebody in the chat of a few of my one or two of the videos was like, this is disturbing to watch. I can't believe this and whatever. And I felt sick watching this. I'm like, did you sympathize for the tomatoes? Do you actually feel sympathy for these non-existent,
the inanimate objects that people are going to eat later? Like, really?
I can't throw them away when I'm done.
That just means you need to go darker with it.
Yeah,
definitely.
This whole thing is going to be dramatic. It's not going to be comedic. It will be dramatic, but it will be funny with how dramatic it is.
Yeah, do that.
Well, what about the leader tomato? Like, nobody felt sympathy for the leader tomato.
Oh, he survived.
Tomato possible.
He's not dead yet.
Tomato Hitler.
Yeah, dude, put a little stash on him.
Oh, that's good.
That's not a bad idea. See, the thing is, too, they represent Rotten Tomatoes and Disney in a way because they like worship Brie Larson, and they're like just doing what he says with the things, and the stupid stuff they've been doing lately and controlling YouTube and stuff. And the Fandom Menace is just against them, and I'm like the weapon of the Fandom Menace with this because I'm in person to destroy them. And so that's basically the idea. But for this one, it's going to be like from the tomatoes perspective of the Fandom Menace.
Dude,
we're monsters.
Have him have like a weird like German accent, because seriously, that's what the Nazis used to do, right? Like they would censor everybody and they would not allow them to see or know certain things, and that's essentially how they controlled the populace, right? So you have him have like a little German accent, give him the little stash, and be like, "And we are going to make sure the people only know what we want them to know. Heil Hitler!"
If I can hold the accent long enough, maybe. I don't think I could do enough dialogue with that type of accent.
Well, and you should get a Roman tomato and make it Italian, and he could be Mussolini.
Get a Roman tomato and make it Italian? What? How do I do that?
That's really
you know what Roman tomatoes are? They're like sharp and pointy, and so that's the Axis powers. I don't know if the Japanese have a tomato variant.
Ooh,
maybe
that'd be a good flag. Just a white flag with a red tomato.
A white flag?
Well, the Japanese flag.
Oh, Japanese. I'm like the surrender flag? What? Okay. Imagine like sticking a toothpick. I could stick toothpick flags into the tomatoes, that's for sure. I have Swedish flags, but those wouldn't really work for this.
A lot of damn tomatoes are going to die.
Yeah. And Lethal Lightning says, hashtag tomato lives matter. Not today, man. Not on my account. Eric says, disturbing? Yeah, and I get nightmares from watching potatoes being made into French fries at In-N-Out.
Well, you know what you should do, Rook, is you should make like a disclaimer that says like a ton of tomatoes were harmed in the making of this video.
I literally I was going to do that. I was going to say many tomatoes were harmed in the making of this. And in the description of the video, I think I put it, or I responded in the comments to some people saying, yes, many tomatoes were harmed in the making of this video. Like that is pretty much the point of the video, is that they're harmed. Joe K 447 or 470, it says, I was disturbed seeing John Campea and Mundane Matt's faces. Ugh. Yeah, because I put their little faces on the tomatoes as well to have that. Do you guys want to see some stuff like that too, where I put other YouTubers' faces on the tomatoes, like that are that are kind of silly or kind of stupid?
Yeah,
even if they don't relate to tomatoes or Brie Larson.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Put a sound clip. I loved putting the rocks thing because I'm like approaching them like, what the hell? And then he's like, rocks are fucking expensive, and whatever. And I'm just like, huh?
Well, you can honestly recreate like movie scenes where you're walking in on something and you're like the protagonist, and then like the tomatoes like the asshole.
If I can remake the Psycho scene but with the tomatoes, then I think I'll have some gold here for definitely.
You could have some tomatoes having premarital sex and smoking funny stuff. And then you can come in
and like jumping out the window. Yeah.
Should I draw boobs on the ones to determine that they're women, or what? Or should I put little like half raisins on them or something?
Cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes.
Berries. Yeah, cherry tomatoes. That's good.
DJD just walked in. I wonder if he likes this or not. He says, "Working and lurking. If you're lurking, how does it sound? Just listening, like not paying attention, and you're just kind of listening in, and for the last 10 minutes we've been talking about slaughtering tomatoes and how to do it in the best way and what other food items.
Tomato massacre.
Mr. Pete says cherry tomatoes. Hydra, or I'm just gonna call him Hydra. For some reason when I see the Eric Huga, I want to say Hydra. Don't say harmed, just say massacred. Yeah, they're massacred, slaughtered. I'm trying to wipe them out, basically.
Well, and combine the tomato idea with the Friday the 13th. I would love to see, Jason kill like a bunch of teenage tomatoes who are having premarital tomato sex.
What the heck is going on? I've heard tomato premarital sex about 8 times in the last 5. I'm sitting there going, what is going on here?
Trying to make sense of our debauchery right now.
Well, it's like one of the staples of a good Friday the 13th movie.
All right, vote in the chat if you want us to keep talking about tomatoes or talk about something else, because we can go all day. I was actually going to have us wrap up soon. I actually asked a question a while ago, but I totally forgot to look at it. I was like, do you guys have any questions for us? And then we started talking about this. I've been stuck on that. So Cinna Dave says, hey, how about that Captain Marvel movie? Hey, no, not talking about that today. No.
Is it Cinna or Sign?
What?
Is it Cinna or Sign, Dave? I've always was Sign.
Cinna.
It looks like Cinna, like cinema.
Yeah, but there's no A. It's just C-I-N-E.
Well, Dave, you better shout out, man, because we're gonna mispronounce your name until you do.
It could be Kine, Dave. Ken. Cinny.
I brought up something that probably like everybody's just like really married. Cinna. Okay.
Okay, because there's an E there, not a A. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But anyway, yeah. So anybody in the chat, if you have questions or topics you guys want us to do that isn't freaking Captain freaking Marvel, then that's fine. And I only say that because I'm going to probably watch other YouTubers that will talk about it more themselves, and I just don't want to. I just don't need it anymore. Like with the Last Jedi stuff, it's like that's like talking about the grass being green and the sky being blue. We know it's dumb. We know KK is dumb. We know Ryan Johnson is dumb. So it's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, we know. All right.
You who must not be named.
Yeah.
Well, I did want to say too, Drunk, if you are indeed coming through Georgia, you should stop by sometime.
Are you near 95?
Nowhere close.
Oh,
like I'm literally asking you to travel 200 miles out of your way.
Are you near Six Flags?
Yes, actually.
I go to Six Flags every now and then too.
Yeah, like if you're going to Six Flags, that's on 20. So yeah, I'm near there.
Yeah,
about 45 minutes away from there.
Oh, that's cool. I was planning on like my first internet people hookup is gonna be it's gonna be Salty Nerd and Matt from the Senate. Like, because I'm going to go to Vegas, and then I think I'm gonna meet Mary in Disney World in September. And so yeah,
Which
so
one?
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mary, that's in the chat.
No, I mean, which Disneyland is it? I don't know the difference between the California one and the
Orlando area.
I'm going
Sweet,
down
that's
with my family in September, and I'm gonna try to hook up with Drunk and Dusty from the Celebration. Say hi to them.
And then I have a New York trip. I think I have a layover in New York that's really long, and so me and Abu Nas are gonna try to do a hip hop thing together.
That'll be awesome.
For him, maybe, yeah. For me, it'll be something that I'll regret about 6 minutes after it's done. So that's it'll be
I'm
fun.
drunk 3PO, and I'm here to say I'm with Abu Nas in the USA.
Yeah, that's right. And I go down bed down by the bay. Yeah, that's what I say. No, it ain't Jay. Yeah, for real, white boy rapping. That's
what you should do. Do a hip hop song about murdering tomatoes. That's how.
Oh no.
And VeggieTales got a perfect beat to it. If you want to be a tomato, then it goes something like that. I remember watching it as a kid.
Oh gosh.
I just remember the blueberry song.
Make you smile.
And Barney dancing in the back to my to me slaughtering images of me slaughtering the tomatoes.
You could also play like the Jurassic Park theme song and have like a dinosaur squish on.
Dude.
I don't have a dinosaur, but I do have those lizard things from Star Wars. What you might call them? Not the lizards, but the taller ones. The ones that the Jawas were riding.
Tauntaun? No. I'm sorry. Tauntauns are hot.
Yeah,
I don't know the name of those.
Like the tall desert tauntaun. I don't know what else we'd call that or something. But yeah, that those things. I do have the dewbag lizard too.
Space camel.
Space cow, exactly. Yes, call it that space cow.
That would be a good question for Star Wars trivia night if we ever do it. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What do the Tusken Raiders ride?
Mr. Pete says it's a dewback.
No, what are the Jawas?
Yeah,
ride?
dewback. That's
I like
exactly
space
right.
cow.
I think it's they're bantha.
Those are bantha otters. Yeah. No, but there's one more. There's one more tall lizard thing that the Jawas were riding
on
Tatooine in the New Hope. Yeah. They're taller lizard things that are not dewbag lizards or banthas or any of that.
They're like the size of a dinosaur, sort of.
Yeah,
not
says
base camel. I say it's Joe Camel. They were riding Joe Camel.
Are those womp rats? I don't know. Those aren't really small. I wouldn't think they're rats, but
no, that's not a womp rat.
Kyle Jordan Gaming says, I joined at the perfect moment. Can you answer the question? So the things in Star Wars on Tatooine that are not dewbag lizards and they're not bantha fodders, they're the tall things. It says llamas.
It's like when they were going when Luke and R2 and C-3PO and Obi-Wan were going into Mos Eisley, and
in the newer versions, they specifically edit one to walk in front of the screen that looks really weird and awkward. Like they just show its legs. It's like, okay, why'd you show that? I don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah, the Jawa falls off of it and hangs
there.
Yeah,
that's actually the toy I have. Is the one where the Jawa falls off of it. Yeah, that's what that's called. That's where the Jawa is. Yeah, it's a desert. It's a desert.
Galaxy's Ed's about to open here in August too.
Yes!
So
cool.
We already have the dates we're going to play Galaxy's Edge planned out.
Oh, that's cool. But more importantly, Mr. Pete answered the question. It says it's called Rantos.
Oh.
Or Rontos.
Man, that ain't right, Mr. Pete. Come on, man. There's no character in Star. Hold on. There is no character in Star Wars named Ronto. I'm sorry. There's a Tonto, and that's not Star Wars. That's somebody else. So you need to get Ronto. No, there's no toes in Star Wars either. Come on, buddy. Mr. Pete's my buddy, man. I have to go into my YouTube rant voice when he's on. So
that makes sense. This will be
the Ronto was the Brachiosaurus looking thing in the updated edition that kicked off the job.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know. And unless we need to research this further in a different stream or something for Star Wars, like
this needs its own dedicated stream, Rookie. I mean, like we have to really dig into this mystery because, I mean, this is what the public wants.
Yeah,
I attempted to look it up, and it's not helpful.
Yeah, I was actually gonna have a close out soon.
Dude, hold on. Is your avatar a crystal skull?
Yeah, that's the Mitchell Hedges crystal skull. Yeah, the one that was tested by Hewlett Labs.
Okay, that's not the one from Indiana Jones. That movie broke my heart, and I have severe flashbacks for how stupid that movie is. Sorry. Anyway,
3PO, I would never do that to you.
the groundhog.
You're a trusted member of the Fandom Collective. I got you, brother.
Those are some of the best scenes in cinema. In the refrigerator, the groundhog, the monkeys. That's the best.
I love the how it should have ended version of that movie is awesome.
Oh yeah, they do pretty good. They do pretty good on that. I guess I kind of want to close out soon, but is there anything you guys want to bring up? Like any one last topic?
Well, when is Celebration? When is Star Wars Celebration?
It's in April. It's in a couple weeks, like 2-3 weeks, I want to say. The High Council is going to be there.
Yeah, the High Council indeed. The High Council is going to have my good friend Robot Head on a stream next Tuesday, and I just sent him a long message because I've been asking him to be on my stream forever, or be on the Senate stream, and he kept saying, "I think so. I think this week, maybe."
Well, you just got shouted out by Jeremy, didn't you?
Yeah, who? Robot Head?
No, you just got shouted out by Jeremy.
Oh, I forgot about that. That happens all the time. And so,
shout out to you're confusing. Coolest dude in the Phantom Menace right here. Go sub him now. Anybody?
I think you're confusing him with sober R2D2 Immortal.
Yeah, maybe that's true. That's an excellent point. Yeah, but no, I think that's going to be awesome. I want to hear like him Nan's YouTube voice, like on that. So it'll be on the World Class High Counselor next Tuesday. I think that's going to be fun. He owes me a royalty check. I tease him all the time. I was like, I need a royalty check, because he used one of my photos in his video. So
that's funny.
That'll be my first super chat on the stream next Tuesday. I'm like, hey, can you ask Robot Head where my royalty check is? It's been waiting now for some time.
For a little while. That's funny. So speaking of something like that, so do you guys want to plug anything, starting with Miss, or do you want to tell them anything you're looking forward to or trying to do, any projects, movies you want to see?
Okay, so I want to say my video that I'm working on right now is about The Force Awakens, but not all of The Force Awakens, just a section of it that I'm fixing, sort of.
Well, that sounds cool. Are you trying to rewrite it, or?
No, I'm not trying to. Well, I am and I'm not. I'm just taking it problem by problem and trying to fix it. That's
all right. That's good.
Not really rewrite.
Oh, like you're addressing their problems and presenting your solutions?
The biggest problems that I have with it, I'm probably not going to go into too much depth with it. I'm working on Finn right now.
Okay, what you should probably do for your channel, this will probably help you out with it too, is if you break it up into parts when you start filming it, and just record, okay, you got this part that you're handling, maybe do a 5-minute video talking about whatever with what you're doing with it, and just make it a series.
I have a script for it right now that I rewrote like 10 times. And
with the scripts, trust me, I know big time with scripts how annoying they are. Like really, they're very annoying because you'll write it and you'll be feeling pretty confident with it. Then you'll maybe feel like changing a thing or here, and then you'll write 10 pages. Okay, you got to restart. And now you got the whole vision right. And then you're gonna start it again. You got it all in your head going. Then you get a little further this time. Then you're like, no, but I'm not sure about this anymore. And then you kind of sit on it for a few days, and then you get at it again, and you restart it again or something. You just got to write it all out as quick as you can, and then edit it one time. Like you got to edit it once so that the grammar is good and that it makes enough sense, and then record. because otherwise you'll never get a video out.
And it's so hard to not want to talk about it with you guys, to go on the thing like, oh my god,
Don't do it, girl. Respect yourself.
When we go off, maybe if you wanted to share, then we can give you some advice so that you're not spoiling nothing for it.
Yeah.
But that sounds awesome. We look forward to that, and I think that once you get some of those videos posted, your channel will quadruple within a month, is what I'm guessing. If you're at 60 subs right now, I think.
I am.
Yeah, 60 subs.
Yeah, can you put her in the chat? Can you put her?
Yeah, I think I have her tab up still.
Because I'm not a moderator for Rookie Critic, even though
you're not good enough, bitch.
But you play one on TV.
I gotta get more subs. That's all.
Yeah, once you get to 3,000, you might be worthy.
Okay.
I'm not even linked in the description.
No, I didn't link anybody because I didn't know who was all going to be here. Because I was just fighting random people.
It's very unprofessional of you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I said I don't want to be professional this time. I'll be professional next week on the next one. I feel so
professional
because I was just doing the stop motion all day, and when you're just taking a picture, slightly moving an object, taking another picture, slightly moving an object over 600 times, you get a little tired. And then it's actually sunny out right now. I kind of want to go outside, but I don't know. I'm like not as in it. But anyway, so,
you needed to talk to somebody. That's for sure.
I did. Yeah, I needed something to get off my mind. Speaking of which, Flippster, if you want to give any shout outs to something you're working on or something you're doing soon, or talk about your channel real quick, go ahead, buddy. Floor is yours.
All right. Flip to the S to the IDE. Do Star Wars skits and streams, so come check me out. That's about all I got. So Flipped out.
That was pathetic.
All right, hold on a second.
Do it better, drunk. Do it better.
Go onto Flipp Doubt's channel. He has got a video on there where he does like 1960s kung fu. It's the funniest freaking thing I've ever seen. I think I have all his views on that one video because I watched it over and over. There's his link in the chat. Get on this, man. He's a treasure that is lost in sea, man. And you gotta sub to him and watch his content. It's freaking hilarious. Live streams could use a little work, but we're working with him, and it's okay. But that's what I love about. No, I'm just kidding. He's a Georgia boy. He owns a bunch of AKs and maybe a bomb, and you just love like everything he's got. So no, I made the last part up.
Drunk and we're definitely gonna have to do a kung fu thing since you like it so much, man.
Dude, I love it. You don't understand. All right, you don't understand. I know you're trying to go, Ricky, but you don't understand. Like, so that video came up on Twitter. The Fandom Collective promoted it, I believe. And I try to watch everyone's stuff. I do my best and at least comment and show support. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And like, at first, I kid you not, I thought like my volume was screwed up. Because I'm like, I hear him talking, but his lips, and then it caught me, and I was rolling. I was freaking rolling. I had to go back. I had to start the video all over again, and I was just like, this is the funniest. Why have I not thought of this? This is so. So then I watched it like again, and anyway, I love that video. Sorry, I'm always waiting for the next one. And see, here's the thing. Angus told me, he's like, because we did this Mike Zero series like a few months ago where Mike Zero got arrested and I was part of it and all that stuff. And then the part 3 ending is supposed to be you in like karate form, and all that stuff. Oh, he told me all about it.
Yeah. I'm waiting too. I bug him about it all the time, man.
Yeah, well, he got on this Captain Marvel thing with me and just it took a life of its own, that thing. I'm glad that's over with. Sorry to say Captain Marvel in the not Captain Marvel stream. So
that's all right. You're good.
Cena Dave, Drunk 3PO, have you seen my Kung Fu reviews? No, I have not. If you have me on Twitter, send them to me on the DM. My Twitter, it is so hard for me to reply to people on Twitter. I wake up literally with 200 notifications every day now. It's ridiculous. Well, actually, most of it is just people tagging me and stuff, but it's, You
gave me a good topic we can close on after we're done with ourselves real quick. So, Immortal Coil, you want to tell us about yourself or any projects you're doing? Any stuff?
Yeah. Up? So a couple hours from now, probably about 2 hours, I'm going to go live with Black Angus and Leo Cole, right? We're going to be talking about the roles of parents in Star Wars and exposing your kids to, that kind of stuff. So check that out. Other than that, check out the channel. appreciate the support. I actually gained 3 subs just now, so thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Right on.
Hell yeah, sounds good. We need
Digging
some
it.
talk like that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's good. Mary. Miggity Mary.
Miggity Mary. Well, I am Mary B, and I bring the mayhem. And this Saturday, of course, I have streams tonight and tomorrow. But what I kind of want to plug is this Saturday is my 500 sub spectacular, and I will be giving away, courtesy of Chris Knight, who supplied the files for me to rip the DVDs. I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of the original trilogy. And when I say original trilogy, I mean exactly that. These are the theatrical releases of the original trilogy in all of their glory. And I will be giving 2 copies of the trilogy away to whoever is in the chat for that particular stream. So you got to do more than be subbed. You got to be there or you miss out. And then I'll also be giving a copy away to my panelists. I'll be giving their choice of whichever one of the trilogy, 2 of those to the panelists. So
that's freaking cool because I never seen any of those versions. I saw the golden edition or whatever that they had, the golden release VHS, and then the newest ones.
What's the next movie you're working on, Rook?
Or the next skit or the next review or what?
Well, no, yeah, because obviously you're the rookie critic and you haven't seen...
the next...
yeah.
So there's... I'm going to do a watch party for Deep in the Valley because everyone else hasn't seen it. Again, so anybody on Amazon Prime, type up Deep in the Valley, and if you have it on Amazon Prime, it's free to watch, or if you don't have it but you have Amazon, it's $6 for DVD. It's hilarious. I'm going to do a watch party for that in a week or 2. I'll post a review of it really soon to further entice you, hopefully. But other than that, like Pulp Fiction will probably be the next one, or The Drunken Master, or
Drunk?
Maybe
Good movie.
Maybe The Watchmen. Angus says I should read the comic that he sent me to read first and then watch the movie.
The Watchmen? Yeah, you should see the comics first before you watch The Watchmen.
Yeah, Angus was cool. He sent me the whole series of it or something. It's a really thick comic book of The Watchmen, and I've not read that yet, but I will soon because I'm starting to get into comics a little bit. Other than that, yeah, Pulp Fiction will probably be it, or John Wick will be the next one. Pulp Fiction or John Wick.
Both excellent titles, sir.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I am making my way in the cinephile area.
Real quick, Pete wants to know what day my thing is, and it's this Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern. It'll be a 2-hour stream. I'll be rotating at the halfway point, so I'll be giving away 1 set of the trilogy for the first hour and then 1 set of the trilogy for the second hour. So you have 2 opportunities to win. Sorry.
Perfect. All right, did I go through everybody? Or did I skip somebody?
I think you skipped Drunk. Drunk was too busy.
Well, Drunk was talking for a while, so I assumed he's already talking. I already plugged his channel in the chat. So. Anything coming up, Drunk?
No, if you guys want to mail me some free stuff, just DM me. I'll send you the address where it goes.
Just give him money to enable him sitting in his chair and giving to charity and teaching children and everything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's a good point. Jesse, the Exaggeration Nation is actually coming with me to El Salvador over the summer as we can finish construction on this home for all these kids. So he's going to do a stream to talk about that without me. Sadly, I won't be here. I have to attend a family thing tomorrow all through till about Tuesday. And so, yeah, he wants to do that. And that's important to him. I'm happy that he wanted to travel with me and these other group that's going. And so, yeah, so that's cool. So I'll retweet his stuff if you have me on Twitter so you'll know when that's at. It's going to be a lot of fun. And just sub to everybody here, man. Like they need – I almost said they need it. They don't need it. They deserve it because it's really their channels are all awesome. Hoff Solo. I'm going to open your package. Like I'll do it. Send Drunk lotion for his calves. Seriously?
Yes, I was just like literally laughing at that.
I've been holding it
thank
in
you for sending me something. If anybody sends me anything Captain Marvel, I'll do something with it.
He's trying to be nice here and sincere, and then you're like, no, shut up and lotion your calves, bitch.
I know, right? What the heck? I feel like
the lotion on the calves.
Hey, man, I got arms. I got a head. I have a neck.
Irrelevant. It's just about the calf.
We should switch your avatar now. That's what the audience is telling you.
Rookie,
yeah,
I
thanks
have
for
one
having
more.
me on, Rick.
Sorry.
No, my bad, Flipp. My bad. I have a big
Nah,
mouth, and sometimes
I didn't know when you was done. My bad. I did want to say one last thing. We're open for business on the Fandom Collective YouTube page. If you want to do a video on that page, remember that it is your channel, and just email Rookie at thefandomcollective@gmail.com, and he'll send you the guidelines and the template. And guys, do anything you want, within the guidelines, and we'd love to see you be on the channel.
Yep. So, I almost forgot to show that. God damn, thank you, Flipp, for being here, because my mind is so totally all over the place. Forgot to talk about that. Yeah, we just opened our audience where you can send us a video and we'll try to post it on the channel. But just send us an email first so that you don't go through the trouble of making the video and then expect it to be on. And it's if you have very horrible quality or something, we don't want to post that. we want you to put a little bit of effort into it so we can post it and share it for everybody. And we'll send you a thumbnail that's specifically for to showcase you. It's a golden thumbnail type thing, and it has our logo in it, and we'll have it on our channel. And if you have very small sub account here, this will definitely help you get noticed. And even if you're a bigger channel, that's cool too, and you can do it on there. The more people that post stuff for us, the more people will see it, the more people will sub to us, the more people will discover you and other people, and will hopefully be a cool way to have the community grow a lot sooner than it normally would. So yeah, any questions?
Nope.
You put it perfectly.
But when Drunk was talking a little bit ago, he sparked a question in my head, and that is, how could we possibly get non-content creators to watch our videos? People that don't make like the normies, the normal people. Like, how do we get normal people to want to tune into our stuff? Because as we all notice, there's our fan base is growing, people in the community are growing, people are streaming more and more and everything, and we can't all watch everybody's videos and be everywhere at once all the time. Like, we have other things we're doing, we can't always watch every video that people upload, so it's kind of hard. And the more creators come up, we want to help everybody, but we can't support them ourselves. Like, we can help them get started, but we can't watch all their videos. How do we get people that are not making content to watch our stuff?
I would say creative hashtags and creative descriptions.
Right. Well, and your tags, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if the trolls are to be believed, I should just show my boobs. Sorry.
Actually, that might work better than what I said. So.
All right, so I'll show my boobs, so you can show yours. Okay, we all boobs.
You can rate them on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, make it a competition. There you go.
The only boobs that I could show is my two bosses, so I guess I could do that.
Mr. Pete says giveaway.
Well, isn't two bald guys like part of our clique?
Yeah, but they're not boobs.
Well, no, they can show the top of their heads and draw something.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
I see where you're going with that. I see.
Why is one boobie black and the other one's white?
Someone broke their wrist clapping then.
Because my diversity.
Had a black mom and a white dad. What do you think?
That's how this
well
works.
put.
They'll just get offended.
She's half black, half white, split down the middle. That's how it works. Mr. Pete said giveaways. That a pretty good idea? You guys thought about that? Drunk?
For the boobs thing?
No. I think for a suggestion to get non-content creators to watch our stuff, to tune in and be engaged that are not content creators.
We just bribe them.
You want to know what I do?
Bribe them.
Yeah, what would you do?
And most people don't like do this because they're shy. I literally have no shame until somebody says, "Hey man, thanks, but can you not do this?" Then I'll stop. But I send them private messages. And then once people get it, they'll watch it, and I'll ask certain people, and I'm not talking Jeremy, Uncle E. I don't. Yeah, that's out of my range. But there's a bunch of other people that I really love. I love the Amazing Lucas. He's probably one of my favorite YouTube channels. Just because that's where I get my news from. Maybe I shouldn't, but most of these people are really, really. They're really down to earth. If you like send them messages and say, hey, can you check this out and how could I get there? They're really good about all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's cool. I was literally thinking about like having a business cards or something, or just writing on paper, like, hey, the Rookie Critic at this.com. Like if I'm talking to a customer and we're talking about movies, and then be like, oh yeah, you like movie stuff? Well, check out my channel. Boom. Put it in
I got my dentist to start watching.
What?
I got my dentist to start watching.
Yeah,
he was trying to talk to me with the stuff in my mouth, and I'm like, oh, you're doing it.
Talk about movies and stuff. See, that's the thing with me. I completely separate this from my personal life. I don't want anyone knowing in my personal life what I'm doing. This is different.
Well, it doesn't have to be people that you know, but I mean, like, if we can get public people like on social medias, Twitter or Facebook or something that do not create content to go, hey, these guys are pretty cool. Let's go watch their stuff. Like, that's what I'm thinking, because the more we grow, like Drunk, Flipp, Immortal, Mary, you're all probably realizing that you cannot watch everybody, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You want to help everybody, though, right?
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but we can't literally watch everything, can't promote everything, can't do everything. So I was just thinking about that lately. I'm like, how can we make it? Like, how can we just get more other people to watch us that are here to get the views? Because sometimes, there'll be channels that have 50,000 subs, but then they'll only get like, a few hundred views on every video or a couple thousand. And it's like, hey, the subs aren't really there to watch you. They're just there and they're subs. But that number doesn't mean as much when you don't get that.
The sad thing about YouTube is if you don't have a niche and you don't stick with it, you drowned. Like, it drowned. I have another channel that I've had active for 7 years, and I only have 200 subscribers on it, and I post content on there a lot. And it's a travel channel because I travel all the time, and it's just it is like the Drunk 3PO. I stuck with Star Wars, and it just seemed to grow better. But it's just I don't know. Like when you have multiple things on your YouTube, it just doesn't seem to catch. I don't know why that is.
That's so weird because I would think the variety would be good.
You would think so, I know, but if you watch a lot of Social Blade or YouTube Buddy, like How to Grow Your Channel, they all say the exact same thing. You got to do one thing and stick with it. And the only reason why I kind of knew that is when I posted my El Salvador video, I lost I lost tons of subs in like 4 days. Like almost 55. I mean, I lost tons. I couldn't even count. I was like, holy crap. And and then I only had 1 or 2 comments, people saying I thought this was a Star Wars channel. So I was like, okay, I get it. Like that's who it is. So but they all say, like, when people go, I review movies and other stuff, or like I talk Star Wars and other things. It's really weird that people just want one thing. But it does get a little dry, like if you just all you do is until you build up a certain audience, and then you have the flexibility to do whatever. But according to them, according to them, it's like you need to stick with what you're doing, because if you bounce around, it takes forever to get growth, good traction.
Yeah, that's so stupid to me, because it's like there's already 50 million Star Wars channels. So if they don't like yours for just Star Wars, why do you need one more?
But I
they fall in love with certain particular, like, people will like my channel because of the way I talk and like move my head back and forth, and then people will like another channel because they don't like, with Sith's channel, he puts a lot of effort in like collabing the videos together, which is awesome. Or people will like Robot Head's channel because he doesn't talk to the screen. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers talks to the screen. EVS likes to put together video. It's just, I don't know. You just got to find what you do and you stick with it. Like, that's all.
Well, then I wonder, how much do you guys pay attention to the algorithm, like what YouTube says you should do?
It's hard.
That's what YouTube says you should do. Well, that's what YouTube said you should do. Like, you should find your thing and stay with it.
But it's like Mahler did, like, he got his thing. He did like different types of videos on gaming for the longest time. That didn't get as much traction, but then he did the one about Star Wars, and that alone got him like over 100,000 subs. And he's been doing. He releases a video once every like 3 months, and he only grows. He hasn't shrunken. And so
that's the thing. They said
he literally screws the algorithm, and he doesn't always just do Star Wars.
If you see like if you see like what YouTube's, I don't know, like people say like your first 100 is hard, 500 is hard, and 1,000 is really hard. But once you crack 1,500, subscribers start to come easy. I guess that's because YouTube starts to push people your way. And then once you get to 10, 20,000 and you start delivering videos on the exact same day, then they really push your channel in front of a lot of people, and so on and so on and so on. So it's just I don't know, man. I'm a small YouTube. I don't have no answers. So it's just
I know. I just wanted perspective from you guys, just a different idea on it, because it's just, I don't know, just ringing in my head. Like there's so many people I know, like over 300 by now, basically, but 50 that I interact with constantly. And I'm like, I can't see everyone's thing. I want to see everyone's videos, but I can't. I just can't. I don't have time. Even if I have time, I don't want to spend it watching YouTube.
And just like think about when you're watching a video, what makes you turn it off? What makes you stop watching someone's video and not?
Yeah, but that may be a little different from person to person. I would have to say I would agree with Drunk on that. In that, I noticed that my videos of where I was singing, I had people tell me that they enjoyed watching them, so it was why I continued to put them up. But I started to realize, I was looking at the views, and I was doing like the math. Okay, so the singing videos are getting like next to no views compared to the other videos that I put up in terms of topical. So I kind of dialed that back quite a bit. Like I don't even remember the last time. It's been a couple of weeks now since I put a singing video up, just because it doesn't really seem to fit with what people actually want to view from my channel. So that's
not true, Mary.
What?
The brie.
Oh. Well, like the little openings are a little bit different. And yeah, let's keep the brie thing under the hat there, huh?
Yeah.
So like I would say, yeah, you just you have to find what it is that works for you, that people come back for, and then you stick with that as best as you can. And of course, be supportive of the community, because we are a community, and there's no question about that. We're all here for one another, but each of us are individuals. We're only capable of being so many places at one time, and you can only have so many tabs open at one time.
Yeah.
So unless you want to have absolutely no life outside of YouTube, which is not reasonable for anyone to expect of anyone, then you have to kind of recognize that you make the best content you can make. You try to support people the best you can. You give them whatever advice you can, but whether or not they fly or sink is on them.
Yeah, I agree. And that's kind of why the Fandom Collective YouTube channel that we're putting together is like, we're trying to make that in a way so you can see multiple people's stuff on one channel, like from plenty of different creators, and then kind of in a way it could be like a little trailer to see why you might check them out too. So you don't have to always look for them, and you can just have them kind of come to you in a way by going to that channel and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know, I'm hoping that we'll attract more people that just want to be entertained and watch, because I feel like more people will want to look over here instead of on what's going on TV or whatever these days. If people even watch TV or streaming, I mean, who knows? Who knows? But I think that closes it out, unless you guys have anything to say last minute on the topic or anything.
Thanks.
Well, just thanks for hosting the channel, Rook. You're doing
no problem,
good thing, man. Yeah, you're one of the founding fathers. You had a great vision, and I think that's one that we can all jump on board with. So keep on being yourself, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Before we head out, Drunk, there is a question for you in the chat. Do you see it?
Nope.
Yeah, the Price is Right review says, Drunk makes it sound like it's a competition for the same topic for YouTubers. I don't see any of you as competition when I start, but you covering the same story with your own flair.
I didn't mean for it to sound like a competition. I figure it's your channel. Do whatever the heck you want.
I think Drunk was pointing out that that's how you grow quicker, though. Is by
it all depends on what you want to do with your channel. Do you want to get to a point where you make money? Is that what you want to do for a living? Which is a scary thought, because YouTube could change guidelines any day they want and take money away. But or do you just not care and you just want to? What do you want to do with it? I don't know. It's whatever you want to do with your channel.
Yeah, we're talking about ways to grow an audience, but have other people come in that aren't also creating content.
I just got super lucky, man. Trust me, my subscribers are all from other people saying, "Hey, sub to this guy's channel." People probably don't even care.
Everybody in the
content,
chat
so-
sub to Drunk 3PO.
Yeah, see, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. And then when they finally watch a video, it's like, good God, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
So they run for the hills, man. They run for, and no, but I just got lucky. The Jeremy thing was lucky. I never asked him to make a video. I didn't know he was gonna make a video, and that was just lucky. I didn't know Robot Head was gonna shout out my channel on a video that hit 3 million views. Like, that was just lucky that he did that. I didn't ask him to do that. So it's just luck. Just got lucky.
No, but
Just a little
that's not fair. Yeah, like the truth is, why do you think they shout you out? Why do you think that?
Robot Head did because he wanted to use one of my pictures that I took. So I give him that.
Okay, but the truth of the matter is that you're not giving yourself enough credit here. And I'm not going to sit here blowing steam up Drunk's ass all day. But what I will say is that, sorry, that sounded gross. But no, your content is good. Why do I watch all of Drunk's videos? Because they're good. Because I genuinely enjoy them. Your watching your videos has never felt like work to me. Okay. Now I'm not going to say who, but there are a lot of videos out there that when I go to catch it, like, yeah, it feels a little bit like work, man. You know, I'm doing the grind. I'm trying to make sure that I'm supporting in the community because the community is important to me. And so you don't always know what you're going to get. But I know when I go to Drunk's channel, I'm going to enjoy what I see because I enjoy you, Drunk. You're an incredibly entertaining human being. And that's all there is to that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, and I think we have to remember that as the second iteration of the Fandom Collective, or whatever we want to call ourselves, we're trying to help people escape their mundanity. You know, so when we create something that's like silly or like poignant or to the point, then you know people have like 5-10 minutes to get away from their daily grind.
Exactly, it's just some extra entertainment in a way, and that's why I'm going to try to make. I'm going to try to not make any hour-long videos anymore. Either I did that. I put out my best work into an hour-long video, and it only has like 340 views, and it's like, wish that had more. Still fun, the best community collab ever, but the next one will be split into parts for sure. But on that note, I will close it out. There's going to be a lot of live streams this weekend from a lot of people. So just look forward to all those guys. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Geoff from World Class Bullshitters will be on EFAP with Mahler, Rags, and Wolf. So that shall be awesome. And I'm going to cut my